Good morning, gentlemen. Oh, this is one last have a Coke and smile run. On the way to work, I saw this puppy. I thought it was a German Shepherd. I love German Shepherds. German Shepherds have my heart. Even though I love Bull Mastiffs and Mastiffs. Remember the first time I saw a Mastiff, I had no idea what that was. I've never seen a dog that big in my life. But they come with too much problems. But the Bull Mastiff, I love those. But if I had to choose between a Bull Mastiff and a German Shepherd, I'm going the German Shepherd. Anyway, I slowed down to check the dog out to see, because it looked like a puppy. Then out of nowhere, it was a herd of these little dogs came out, and I realized, oh, these are stray dogs. Let me get out of here. And they followed my car. So I stopped and shooed them away, And the reason why I did that is because you never know what stray animals have. Like I watch Cujo. That was when I see stray dogs, I think of Cujo. So I go on the defensive. So anyway, I shoot them away and they left. Just, I don't know if they had rabies. Cujo came to mind. I'm not going out like that. I can't get a rabies shot. One of my relatives got a rabies shot. I still hear him screaming to this day. And that's been over, 35 years. I still hear that. I was like, what? I do not like stray dogs around me. But anyway, that reminded me of something. I said, I did the right thing, breaking my code or showing my face online by doing this Empress Club. Because it appears that society or the puppet masters are pulling the strings to turn young men into stray dogs. To be undisciplined, out of control, without direction, without goals, just living day by day, hour by hour. Where the party at? Where's the next exciting thing? Excuse me. And then, at first I felt bad about having an initiation process, but after seeing those stray dogs, yes, you need an initiation process, especially in the beginning. And while coming down here and parking, away from where I have to park it, just to make sure the dogs didn't follow me. The United States Marine Corps, sympathy, have a standard that they set back in their inception over 200 years ago, and they have not lowered their standard. You either make the grade or have a Coke and a smile. And that's why this initiation process, and I don't feel bad for having an initiation process. Now, seeing those dogs made me realize, even though there are those who don't make the initiation process, I remember watching something about Delta Force. The ones who don't make the cut for Delta Force, they don't toss them away. They retrain them to prepare them to join again. So, I would say I was throwing away the young man. What I was doing was what the Marine Corps did. Set a standard. So when you think of joining the Marine Corps, you ask yourself, do I have what it takes to meet the standard? You question yourself. You examine yourself. So that way, from the get-go, the person knows within themselves whether or not they can be a United States Marine. So the Marine Corps really don't have to weed them out because they have a high standards. They weed themselves out. So the people who come don't waste their time. Anywho, like Musashi said in the Book of Five Rings, a good carpenter doesn't throw away the tools, and he makes use of them. Not the tools, the lumber. He doesn't get rid of them. So, excuse me. What I'm going to have to do as a side project is for the young man who don't make the grade the first time, be prepared to make it. Not that I was ever going to throw any of them away, but to me, setting the standard high is a way of letting them know, hey, you don't just waltz in here. You've got to have standards, gentlemen. Like my grandmother says, any old thing does not go. Any old thing will never do. And Musashi says a good carpenter doesn't throw any lumber away. He finds use for them. You know, even though the Empress Club has a standard, if those young men who don't make the standard get direction, they can be prepared to enter the Empress Club. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I don't want anyone feel they're going to be left out. So now that's more work for me. But I'm not doing this to get paid. I'm doing this because a great injustice is being done to men and boys in the Western Hemisphere. And it has to stop. Like Dr. Miles Monroe said, when foolishness enters the ether, you have to counter it. And the Empress Club is my salvo at the foolishness in the ether aimed at young men, and men in particular. So now it's back to the drawing board. I didn't prepare for that. I had my standards like the Marine Corps. Was up here, meet it, or have a Coke and a smile. But since this is about helping young men, I have to have a second program to prepare the young men who don't meet the standards to meet it. So I don't want anyone to think they're going to be left out. No one's going to be left out. But know this, there's a standard. It's to be met, or you'll be given a case of Coca-Cola and pointed to the door. Anyway, gents, I get to go. I got work to do. Goodbye. And thank you for joining me. And have a Coke and a smile. That was a joke.